one of the things that we talked about earlier today, and this is the title of the live tonight, is that the Second Amendment is for everyone. So tell me what you mean by that, Tiffany.
So that's not mine. That is from my good friend Tony Simon. And shout out to Tony. And if you're not familiar with Tony's Second Amendment is for everyone in the diversity shoot, definitely look him up. Absolutely worthwhile. But the Second Amendment is for everyone is a concept that simply articulates the fact that self-preservation is a right that we all have, regardless of who we are, what we believe. A lot of times I spend time explaining to folks who are averse to the Second Amendment that the Second Amendment is just a codification. It's just words on paper that record natural law. So whether we have the Second Amendment or not, we still each as sentient beings, as humans, have the right to self-preserve. And I would argue we have the obligation, I mentioned that earlier, to self-preserve. So the Second Amendment is merely a codification of the availability of one tool towards that end. So it is for everybody. And the reason I think that distinction, the fact that it's a mere codification as opposed to the creation of a right, the reason I think that's important is because, frankly, the law, the Second Amendment, was not originally penned to apply to everyone. I mean, not everybody was a citizen back then. And the Second Amendment was definitely meant to only apply to citizens. You need only read case law to know that. So I can't, I don't want anybody to think that just because the original authors of the Second Amendment, or at least some of them anyway, didn't intend for it to apply to people who look like me. That means nothing to me in terms of my right to protect myself. And so the Second Amendment is for everyone because it is simply a record of natural law that existed since the beginning of time.